Hello, my name's Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader in the UK, and I'm here to offer some encouragement to people in the difficult times we're going through. A year and a quarter now, at least, since we began to become aware of COVID-19, and none of us could have imagined the enormity of the effect it's had and is still having, and particularly in some countries where vaccine is still a rarity, and like in Uganda, for example, where the situation is extremely difficult at the moment. In these difficult times, we need to know where our security lies, and it seems to me that certainly in the West, though not in some of the developing countries, we have so much concentrated on thinking our security is in our financial well-being, the money we can earn, the things we can buy, the ways we can provide for our physical comfort. And too often we put too much emphasis on that and not paid attention to our spiritual well-being and security in that sense. What I want to encourage you with today is it's never too late. However much that might be true for you, and I'm sure for many of us it is never too late to start investing in our spiritual security. God is the one who makes a way where there seems to be no way. In the Bible we have so many images for this: streams in the desert, a path where there was no path, or a road, and even streams of living water welling up inside us. That's what Jesus spoke about. Do you know, when it's in John's Gospel, chapter 7 in the Bible, when he was at a festival and he said to people, "Come to me and drink, and I will give you living water." And John, who wrote the Gospel, goes on to explain Jesus was referring to the Holy Spirit who would be given to his believers, his followers. Now, it's so easily missed when we're culturally and in time so far removed, but the festival Jesus was speaking at was where they celebrated when Moses had been leading the people through the desert after they were rescued from slavery in Egypt, and there was no water, and water flowed out of a rock through God's power and provision. So at the festival that celebrates that, Jesus is saying, anyone who is thirsty, come to me. If we're thirsty for security, if we're thirsty for knowing our place with God, if we're thirsty for seeing some hope out of this difficult situation of this pandemic, those words of Jesus are still just as relevant now. Come to me if you're thirsty. Now, if you're not used to engagement with a church, you don't know which of your friends are Christians, you don't necessarily have an awareness of what it is to experience the power of the Holy Spirit in everyday life, you may find it difficult to know where to turn. But our churches, including those, many of them, that are now offering our church worship online or other ways of engaging when we still can't gather as we would like in the church buildings and in the public places. Find a church, find someone you know is a Christian, search online, or whatever you need to do. I would encourage you all, explore coming to Jesus. We can experience an absolute security, not in terms of whether we would be safe from catching the virus or from losing a family member or whatever it might be, but knowing that there is an absolute security even in the most difficult of circumstances. That's what Jesus can provide. I'd urge you, seek him. God bless you.